best value cruise hour with Richard and Dom here from Vision Cruise with an hour of unbeatable cruise deals. Now, if you're wondering where John is, he's currently on his cruise.
He is.
I was checking him out before. He was cruising the Western Scheldt River, so he was having a great fun on top deck there. Now, we're here for the next hour with some unmissable bargains from Vision Cruise. I'm just having a look at some of the deals I've got. We're going to be taking away with Celebrity Cruises. We've got a great cruise lined up for you going around Scandinavia and Russia. We've got one of our best-selling holidays taking you to the LA, Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas. I'm going to take you away with the Independence of the Seas around the Mediterranean. And we've got Norwegian Cruise Line going around the Canaries. Plus, I've got the golden envelope as well. Now, we don't know when it's going to come. I don't know what's in it. So we've got to sit tight and wait for it. But I know that Dom's got a few offers up his sleeve as well.
Yes, I have. If I had sleeves, I would. Yes, we are going to Hamburg on all three of my cruises. So if you like Hamburg, it's the perfect show for you. We're going with Fred Olsen Cruise Line, we are going with Cunard Line, and we're also going with MSC Cruises. Now, as well as my Hamburg 3 ways, there's also plenty of ways for you to get in touch. This is how you do it. So you can give us a call, it's 0800 655 6449. If you're calling from the Republic of Ireland, it's 1800 80 55 00. If you're calling from outside the UK, lucky you, it's 0044 371 222 331. If you want to text us, all you have to do is text cruise plus your message to 60300. Remember, your standard network rates apply. Or you can always drop us an email. It's studio@visioncruise.co.uk. Be sure to send us your cruising pictures, some stories, maybe just tell us about the last cruise holiday you went on. We want to hear from you. You can also interact with us on social media. You've got Vision Cruise UK on Facebook. Remember to tune in. John Cooper will be doing loads and loads of live videos while he's away on his holidays, and there's loads more on there too. On Twitter, we're at VisionCruise_UK, or you can catch up with all of our fantastic shows at www.youtube.com/VisionCruise. It is that simple.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. So if you want to go to Hamburg, Dom's your man to send you there on a cruise. And do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels and Facebook channels so you can see all of the information as soon as we upload it and find out on those exclusive deals, because we don't want you to miss out on anything. So we're going to start now with our first deal, and we're going to be taking away with premium modern luxury cruising. This is with Celebrity Cruises, and we're on board the Celebrity Silhouette. Now, I know a man that's been on board to have a look around, so let's join John for a look around the Celebrity Silhouette.
Welcome to what Celebrity Cruises call modern luxury. Well, you may think I'm sitting at my garden, maybe at the patio at home, waiting for someone to call by, but I'm not. I'm on a cruise ship. I'm not any old cruise ship. It's the Celebrity Silhouette, and I'm here on top deck. Yes, this is the Lawn Club. All sorts happens here. They have impromptu concerts. You can play bowls here and all sorts. And of an afternoon, when the sun's out like this, there's no better place to be. Can you imagine the smell of the grass, the smell of the sea air? There's no better place to be. These private cabinas do have a cover charge. But there are other places to chill out and relax as well. The Lawn Club Grill is a great alfresco dining option where you can grill your own food at the table with the help of one of the chefs. Of course, apart from the Lawn Club, there's also the swimming pools. If you want a cooling dip, and in weather like this, who wouldn't want to? There's the pools, there's the jacuzzis, there's the sunbeds, which are those luxurious ones which you just sink into. There's even a place to have a bite to eat of lunch out here as well, if you fancy that too. There are so many choices and so many options. No wonder this is 5-star modern luxury. If you fancy a cool, refreshing drink, the pool bar is here. But if you want, there are plenty of waiters to bring drinks to you, as you maybe bubble away in one of the jacuzzis. These comfortable padded sunbeds are just great to relax on. And don't worry, they haven't all been reserved. The pool towel service is complimentary. There is an area on the deck that they use for sail-away parties, which are great fun and outdoor entertainment in the warm summer evenings. There really is an air of space and relaxation across the whole of the top deck, making it an ideal place to relax and let the cares of the day just melt away. The indoor solarium is great in any weathers for a swim or just to relax, once again with a complimentary towel service. The extensive state-of-the-art fitness centre has most of the fitness machines that you could want, along with classes and personal trainers. It's all part of the extensive spa area. Well, here on board, and it's the law of the sea, of course, you've got to go to the buffet, because there's lots of choice, but there are some healthy choices too. And what a choice, from pastas and salads to the more sweet things to tempt you. But with plenty to choose from, you certainly won't go hungry at the Ocean View Cafe. There's an extensive choice of specialty dining, like the Tuscan Grill. This specialises in seafood and steaks, with superb views as you eat. Cuisine is another specialty restaurant, which is quite unique, offering a sharing menu with real tasty food, which you can order from an iPad. This is the main dining room, which offers a 5-course evening meal, and it's included in the price of the holiday. With a 2-storey wine tower, they're bound to have your favourite tipple. It's really fine dining, and once again, with an air of elegance and space. Of an evening, there are plenty of bars to choose from, as well as plenty of retail therapy on offer as well, with all the duty-free shops. There's all the entertainment venues. After you've taken a show at the main theatre, maybe you'll take something else in. As you go around the ship, there are plenty of places to relax and maybe read a book. With the main atrium and its glass lifts, there's even a real tree growing suspended in midair. It's incredible, complete with its tree houses. And the one place you must visit is the Martini Bar, where the talented bartenders put on a whole great show that brings martini shaking to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's great fun that you could be enjoying on board the Celebrity Silhouette with the ice-top bars. So we're going to be taking you here around Scandinavia and Russia on this particular itinerary on the 26th of May next year for 14 nights. You get 2 weeks away. Cruising out of Southampton, we're going to have a couple of days at sea, and our first port of call will be Copenhagen. Now, when we arrive in Copenhagen, we're going to be overnighting you in port here. So one of the few things I could recommend you doing is go and see Little Mermaid statue.
She's very little.
She's very, very little. I was surprised when I saw her. You can go and see Tivoli Gardens if you want to. Maybe hire a bike and go and glide around the city itself. You can go and do that. And there's the many museums and restaurants that you can go and visit. Then we're on to Tallinn in Estonia is our next port of call. Here you can go and explore St. Catherine's Passage and go and see the cobblestone streets and see what delights you can pick up in terms of souvenirs and presents for people back home. Then we're off to St. Petersburg in Russia. We're going to be overnighting you in port here. So there is plenty of time to visit Peterhof Palace. You can go and see St. Isaac's Cathedral, topped by a vast dome coated in pure gold. Go and treat yourself to a Russian ballet performance, or maybe even take a trip to Moscow for the day, because you're going to get that overnight in port. Then it's on to Helsinki is our next port of call here. Do go and see the square itself, which has a market selling clothing, jewellery, souvenirs and much more. Then we're into Stockholm in Sweden. Do go and visit the ABBA Museum when you're here as well, but remember to keep your stockings on when you pull the skirt off, because you don't want everyone to see that. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Warnemünde is our next destination, where you could choose to go to Berlin for the day, maybe take a wine tasting tour or go and see the windmills. Then we're going to be cruising you back to Southampton. Now this is for 14 nights, and look at this price here, from just £1,329 per person. A cruise that's going at a great time of year. We're sort of looking here at the last week of May, the beginning of June. 14 nights on board for this great price that you see on screen, just £1,329 per person. Now that's for an inside cabin on board. If you wanted wanted an ocean view or maybe have a balcony, give us a call and we'll quote you separately. But if you ask for it right now for this particular cruise, if you ask for a case of wine, we will send you a case of wine. But if you don't ask, you don't get. Should we have a look at a reminder of the details of this cruise with Celebrity on board the Celebrity Silhouette, cruising around Scandinavia and Russia on the 26th of May for 14 nights. We're going to be cruising out of Southampton. We're off to Copenhagen, where we're going to be overnighting in port. Then we're off to Tallinn in Estonia, St. Petersburg in Russia. We're going to be overnighting here in St. Petersburg. Then we're off to Helsinki. Our next port of call is going to be Stockholm in Sweden, with its impressive royal palace there. Then we're off to Warnemünde, the port for Berlin in Germany, where you can go and see the windmills, go for wine tasting, or take that trip to Berlin for the day. Then we're back to Southampton. 14 nights from just £1,329 per person, which is incredible value for money when you think of what's included in the price of your holiday. Now, if you want any more information on this one, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give us a call now on 0800 655 6449, or go to the website at visioncruise.co.uk. When you book it, we'll also roll into Vision Plus, which is our own loyalty scheme. And, oh, do you know what? Did you hear that? The doorbell. Do you know what that means? It's time for the golden envelope. Golden envelope. It's arrived. It's very early, isn't it? Should we find out what's inside it? Now, I've been trusted with John with the golden envelope letter opener, which I don't usually get trusted with these things, so I'll be careful. I won't break it. Should we see what's in the golden envelope for this midweek best value cruise hour? Ooh, now we're taking you away here with Costa Cruises. This is a marvellous Mediterranean cruise going on the Costa Diadema. We're going to be heading away here on the 11th of December this year for 7 nights. So you're going to be escaping the weather where you are and heading out to the Mediterranean. It's a fly cruise, this one, so we've included your flights. It's based on London Gatwick. We can do other airports. Give us a call. We're going to fly you out to Barcelona. That's where you get on board the Costa Diadema. We're going to cruise out to Palma, Mallorca. We've got Palermo, Civitavecchia for Rome. Then we're going to cruise you on to Savona. We've got Marseille, and then finally back to Barcelona, and then fly you back to the UK. So we've got 7 nights on board. We've included your flights on this one from the UK based on Gatwick, so your flights included both ways, and your overseas transfers, they're all taken care of as well. I've done a taxi before from the airport to the cruise port in Barcelona. I know how much that costs. So when you factor all that together and you've got 7 nights on board, what price are you thinking? I've got a price in my head. Should we reveal what the price is? Should we have the drum roll, please, and we can see what the price is for the golden envelope? This is on board the Costa Diadema for 7 nights. Wow, look at that, just £399 per person. When you think of what's included, full board food, all of your entertainment, all of your flights, your overseas transfers for just £399 per person. What incredible value for money. And the Costa Diadema as well, what a great ship she is. Let's have a look on board at some of the things you can be experiencing with Costa Cruises and what we can sample when we get on board. There's many places on top deck to just relax, whether you want to chill out in one of the hot tubs or pools, or maybe just grab a sun lounger and read a book. Inside the ship, when it comes to food, there's 7 different restaurants that you can enjoy on board. There's a teppanyaki, there's the main restaurant, there's a pizzeria on board, there's the buffet, there's the ice cream. Some of the dining options, they do come with a small cover charge, but you know what, why not treat yourself? You are on holiday after all. There is the many pampering opportunities if you want to enjoy that. There's the therapy treatment rooms, there's the pool areas, the saunas, there's the treatments that you can have on board, and do look out for the special offers when we've got the sea day on board. Of an evening, you can dress up if you want to, but with Costa Cruises, it's not all about dressing up. It's relaxed, it's casual on board. Of an evening, there's all different shows that you can come and see, and there's all sorts of things. On some of the ships, they have 4D simulators where you can actually watch the show and put glasses on. It's great fun to see that. On board, the different types of accommodation you can have. We've quoted you here on an inside. What what you could see here, this is a suite on board, but if you wanted to upgrade to an ocean view or a balcony or have a suite, I would consider maybe giving us a call, because at prices like this for an inside, you probably find the upgrade prices aren't that too much more, but it's what you want from your holiday. And then when it comes to dining as well, if you do have any special dietary requirements, we can cater for those for you. Just let us know at the time of booking. But what great fun you'll have on board the Costa Diadema. So let's have a look at more in depth where we're going on this golden envelope. It's with Costa Cruises on the Costa Diadema on the marvellous Mediterranean. Now we're heading away on the 11th of December this year for 7 nights. It's a fly cruise flying you from London Gatwick out to Barcelona. Now when we get to Barcelona, we've taken care of your overseas transfers, so we're going to get you down to the port. That's where you're going to get on board the Costa Diadema, and that's when our cruise adventure will begin. Then we're going to cruise on to Palma, Mallorca. It's our next port of call. Here you've got the impressive cathedral in Palma. You can go and try some of the local cuisine as well, and great beaches. Then it's on to Palermo, is our next port of call. There's a very good bustling market here that you can visit in the daytime as well and pick up some souvenirs. After a day in Palermo, it's on to Civitavecchia. This is the port for Rome. Do go and explore what Rome has to offer. Or if you've been before, you can stay on board and just have the whole top deck to yourself. Then we're on to Savona. Here you could choose to go to Portofino for the day, go and see all the seaside resorts here as well, or just relax in one of the cafes and restaurants. Then it's on to Marseille, is our next port of call here. You've got the port itself in Marseille, which is very impressive to have a walk around there. Then after that day in Marseille, we're then going to take you back to Barcelona. That is where we're going to take you from the Costa Diadema. We're going to transfer you back to the airport, and then we're going to be flying you back to the UK. I can't believe the price of this holiday. £399 per person for 7 nights on board. It's a Vision Value holiday, which means we've included your flights, your overseas transfers, then you get that 7 nights full board on the Costa Diadema when all your food's taken care of, all of the entertainment's taken care of as well, for just £399 per person. Now, when you book it as well here at Vision Cruise, we'll enrol you into Vision Plus, which is our own loyalty scheme, and we'll also send you as well our golden envelope badge as well. But you must book it today if you want to get that badge, so you can wear it in the evening as you're walking around, and you can show off to people that you booked it with Vision Cruise. You got the golden envelope, you grabbed the deal of the week at a great price of just £399 per person. Now, if you wanted to have an ocean view or a balcony, or you want a different airport, or you want to go on different dates, we can do all of those. We've just picked this out because this is a great value for money cruise holiday. But give us a call for full details and we'll go through all of those. Prices will vary, but it's 0800 655 655 649. Let's have a reminder of the details of the golden envelope this midweek. So it's with Costa Cruises on the Costa Diadema. We're going to be heading away here on the 11th of December this year for 7 nights, flying you from London Gatwick out to Barcelona. We're then going to join the ship in Palma, Mallorca. Join the ship in Barcelona. We're going to cruise out to Palma, Mallorca. We've got Palermo, Civitavecchia for Rome, Savona, Marseille, Barcelona, and then flying you back to the UK. Just £399 per person for 7 nights. Just think of the great value for money. If you're going to be stuck back home, what the weather's going to be like in December, and all you've paid is £399 per person to get on board for 7 nights, which works out at incredible value for money at just around about £57 per person per night. Wow. If you want more information on this one and you want to grab the golden envelope, it's limited availability. I don't know how many cabins are left at this price, but if you want to snap up that deal, give us a call and then we will get that on board for you. It's 0800 655 6449. I want to roll into Vision Plus, as I was saying, but there are many, many reasons why you should be booking with Vision Cruise, aren't there, Dom?
Yes, there are. Now, a lot of people ask me, and I'm sure they ask you as well, Rich, why should we book with Vision Cruise? Now, as well as being enrolled into Vision Cruise's exclusive loyalty programme, Vision Plus, you get so many more benefits. Here are just a few of them.
So why should you book your next cruise with Vision Cruise? Firstly, we are an independent family-owned company, so you get free impartial advice on the best cruise holiday for you. We've been in business for over 25 years, so you know you're talking to the real cruise experts. And unlike some travel agents, we don't charge any booking fee. We work hard to get you extras on selected cruises, like exclusive free spending money on board, exclusive free upgrades, and exclusive low prices. Unlike when you book direct with a cruise line, we can tailor-make any holiday, individually for you, combining cruises with flights, hotels and transfers, as well as pre- and post-cruise stays. We can even book your excursions. Remember, we also have our own loyalty program, Vision Plus, that works in addition to any loyalty scheme you may have with any cruise line, and you can continue to earn those cruise line points on top of Vision Plus. We even provide you with exclusive luggage labels and ticket wallets to keep your documents in order. At Vision Cruise, we work hard to make your cruise holiday the best it can be, and you'll see the difference.
You will see the difference when you book with Vision Cruise. So we're going to move on to our next featured cruise now, and we're going to head away with P&O Cruises, and we're going to take you around the Canary Islands on board Ventura at a great time of year as well. But what's the Ventura like? Well, I went on board to have a look around. Welcome on board Ventura, one of the largest ships in the P&O Cruises fleet, and there is so much going on around the ship all day and all night. Whether you're cruising as a family, as a couple or as a solo traveller, there are lots of facilities going around the ship. So join me as we have a look around Ventura. Well, I've made it on board. It's time to come and explore what the accommodation is about. And P&O Cruises offer everything from inside to ocean views, balconies and even suites. Should we have a look? I'm in an inside stateroom on board Ventura, and one of the things is there's so much space here that you could be enjoying. Plenty of storage space if you're bringing your dresses for the formal evenings on board. There's a well-equipped bathroom, and of course there's the British favourites that you'll know and love with P&O Cruises, including tea and coffee making facilities, and those British 3-pin plugs, so there's no need to bring any adapters. You can keep all your tablet devices, phones and cameras all charged so you can take pictures of all those fabulous destinations. So I've unpacked, and now it's time to discover what's going on around the ship. This is the Horizon newspaper. It's delivered every day. It will tell you what's going on around the ship from early in the morning right up until the early hours of the following morning. I'm going to have a look at what the dress code is and see what the entertainment's like this evening. So here we are in a typical balcony cabin on board. It's very similar to an interior or an ocean view, but it allows that little bit of extra room with your own balcony, which makes it very spacious and airy on board. Now it's great if you're cruising with the family. You can see here we're set up for the younger cruisers, so you know they can have a fantastic time on board. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the balcony and soak up some sunshine. Well, here we are, top deck of Ventura. There are 4 swimming pools on Ventura, so you can have a splash when you're on your cruise adventure. There are plenty of sun lounges if you fancy just chilling out by the pool with a book, with a drink in your hand. And if you need a drink, you'll find that from the Breakers Bar, which is here. And if you fancy a spot of lunch, head to the poolside grill. Do you know what? I could stay here all day. Welcome to Reef on board Ventura. This is the kids club, so much fun going on here. Now you can bring your children here, aged between 0 and 17, and they'll be divided with kids of their own age, so they'll be having fun making things, designing things, playing games and having activities all throughout the day, whilst you can be enjoying the facilities around the ship. Well, this is the retreat on board Ventura. At the front of the ship, if you fancy escaping all the hustle and bustle of the top deck, you can come here for a small cover charge and enjoy just quiet relaxation for the whole entire day. Well, this is the dining options on board, the main dining room. We've got 2 options for you here, cinnamon or saffron, where you can head to. There is club dining, which is the same table every evening at the same set time, or you can choose freedom dining, where you can come as you wish throughout the evening. But whichever time you choose, you'll always enjoy the same fantastic food. Welcome to Epicurean. This is a speciality fine dining restaurant. Now you can eat here for a cover charge from just £28 per person, and you can get some great traditional English dishes, like we've got the Devonshire white crab to start with. We can have the pork fillet for our main, and something that I'm looking forward to here, the caramelised apple crumble. Now you can also head here for afternoon tea as well, which is served here and also in the main restaurant. That's with Eric Landlards, and from just £15 per person. But make sure you pre-book it when you come on board so you don't miss out. Welcome to the Arena Theatre here on board Ventura, and what a great venue it is. It's so big. Now you can come here for the main show that takes place every evening. That could be a show that can incorporate a guest act that comes on board, a magician, a vocalist, a musician, a guest entertainer, or of course there's the resident ship band where you can enjoy live evening entertainment. Well, sadly, my time has come to an end on board Ventura, and I can't wait to get back on for my next cruise holiday. You can see she is facility rich and a great choice for all the family. P&O Cruises is all about quintessential British quality. Do you know what? I did have a great time on board, and I know that you will too. So this is Ventura. We're heading around the Canary Islands on the 9th of December this year for 12 nights. Look at this price for 12 nights. We're going to cruise out of Southampton. We'll have a couple of days at sea, and our first port will be Lisbon. Now, as we cruise into Lisbon, you'll pass the Belém Tower, which is an impressive sight in itself. Do get the number 28 sightseeing tram, the yellow tram that will show you all of the sights that Lisbon has to offer. After a full day in Lisbon, we're then going to cruise you on to Cadiz. Here you could choose to go to Seville for the day, located in southwest Spain there in the Andalusia region. It's jutting out on a bay almost entirely surrounded by water. Valencia is our next port of call. Do go and visit the cathedral here in the bell tower. It's 50 metres high and 50 metres wide.
Try a paella as well.
Oh, do go and try a paella. You'll love it.
Very good in Valencia.
Then we're on to Ibiza, is our next port of call, known for the beaches, the mountains and hiking, if you want to go and do that as well. And the beautiful harbour in Ibiza is well worth looking around. Then we're off to Cartagena, is our next port of call. Do go and see the sights of Cartagena and see what the joy it can bring you in Cartagena. You've got the old walls all around in the amphitheatre. Then we're going to cruise you into Gibraltar. This will be our final port of call here. It's the run up to Christmas, so you've got duty-free shopping in Gibraltar, and there's no luggage restrictions as well. Wow. Then we're going to be cruising you back to Southampton. So this is a 12-night holiday that's going away in early December. We've got the 9th of December lined up for you, and look at this price here, from just £799 per person. Now, when you factor how much that's worth per person per night, this is working out at under £67 per person per night. And when you think of what's included in that one price there, you know it makes great value for money. If you want more information, the number you need to make a note of is at the bottom of the screen, 0800 655 6449, and give our friendly team a call now. We're waiting to take your call. We're open till 10:30 this evening. Let's have a reminder of the details on this Canary Islands escape with P&O Cruises on board Ventura. It's the 9th of December this year for 12 nights. Cruising out to Southampton, we're off to Lisbon, then we're on to Cadiz. Valencia is our next port of call. Ibiza with all its beaches. Then we're on to Cartagena is our next port of call here. Then we're off to Gibraltar with the Rock itself. Then we'll cruise you back to Southampton. £799 per person for 12 nights on board. Works out at under £67 per person per night. Wow, I'm quite tempted with this one myself.
Me too.
If I could get the 12 nights off work, I'd be on there. If you want to get on there as well, it's 0800 655 6449. There's no luggage restrictions, so you can get all your Christmas shopping when you're in these ports of call. The Christmas markets will be there in Lisbon. The ship will be decorated for Christmas as well. You can escape all the hustle and bustle of what's going on back home and enjoy 12 nights of cruising with P&O Cruises. If you want more information, it's 0800 655 6449, and we can get you on board that one. Now, I know Dom's got a great cruise now with the friendliest fleet afloat. It's Fred Olsen Cruise Lines.
Yes, I have. We are doing some pre-Christmas cruising with Fred Olsen Cruise Lines. This time we're on Fred Olsen's Black Watch, and this is Hamburg option number 1. So this is called City Lights and Overnights, and we're calling it that because not only do you get one overnight in port, you get a second overnight in port as well. You're on board Fred Olsen's beautiful Black Watch. There is so much to do on here. It's all about British cruising as well. So all of your entertainment's going to be focused around a British market. All of your food, you're going to have fantastic food. You're going to have, just imagine all the desserts you get with afternoon tea, you know, your delightful, you know, scones, tiramisu, blancmange, all things like that, all lovely and tasty that you're going to get on there. Now, this is going on the 14th of December this year for 7 nights away. We're going to be cruising from Southampton, and our first port of call is Hamburg. Now, after Hamburg, you're going to be cruising the North Sea Canal to Amsterdam. That's where we're going to have our first overnight. There's so much to do in Amsterdam. You've got all the museums, all the fantastic canals, all that amazing nightlife there as well. Then we're going to be cruising the Welston Scheldt River onto Antwerp, where you're going to have an overnight in port in Antwerp. And after your overnight in port in Antwerp, we're then going to be cruising you back into Southampton. That fantastic price you can see on there is for an inside stateroom. That is all you have to pay. Remember, if this is the cruise for you, all you have to do is give us a call. It's 0800 655 6449.
Wow, what a great price. If you want to get on board that one, just give us a call, as Dom said. So we're going to move on to our next featured cruise now, and this is a cruise and so much more. It's one of our best-selling holidays here at Vision Cruise. We're sending more and more people on this holiday, and the feedback we get is phenomenal, and people really do love it. We're with Princess Cruises on the cruise element. We're on board the Ruby Princess. But to give us a flavour of what Princess Cruises is all about, we sent Gemma to have a look around a Princess Cruises ship.
Welcome to the Caribbean Princess, a mid-sized ship with a very interesting fact, because actress Jill Whelan from The Love Boat christened this ship, and that fact alone makes me want to find out more. Why? Because I love The Love Boat. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned cruiser, we all have tons of questions. So head to guest services or shore excursions. I promise there's somebody always on hand who has the answer. There are many different grades of stateroom on board, from an inside to a full suite. Now this one is a deluxe balcony and it's really well appointed. Look at all this wardrobe space. Ooh, I mean, I could even fit all my things in here, and how long the drop is. Just long enough for my evening gown for the formal evening, and enough room for my numerous pairs of shoes. And the best bit, obviously, is the balcony. For me, a holiday is sitting outside and taking in the views and the great outdoors. We all know that cruising can work up a bit of a thirst, but here's the problem. There are so many bars to choose from. I'm at the Crown Grill for some speciality dining, and looking at the decor, it's old-time New York charm throughout. Yes, they do mouth-watering steaks, but don't worry if that's not your thing, because there's seafood, lobster and all sorts of amazing things on the menu as well. On Princess Cruises, they want you to come back new. And I'll be honest, I feel like I'm coming back new even from this small whistle-stop door. Okay, where's the nightclub? There are several formal dining rooms, the Palm Dining Room being one, with traditional dining at the same time with attentive service. The ship runs age-appropriate activities, so from 3 to 17 years, they've got it covered, which means you've got peace of mind and you can indulge in what you want. Everybody has their own favourite spot on a ship. Well, the pools, the hot tubs, the treatments, the sanctuary. Yep, I think I found my spot, the spa. A cruise is the perfect time to enrich your life. You can take in a lecture, appreciate the art, or borrow a book, or if you're a little bit more tech savvy, don't worry, you can stay in touch as well. Stellar acts, amazing acoustics and fabulous seats. Who wouldn't enjoy a show in here?
So that gave you a great insight into what you can expect on board a Princess Cruises ship. For this particular holiday, we're going to take you on board the Ruby Princess, but it's a cruise and so much more. It's LA, Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas. Now we're going to be heading away here. We can do this on many dates, but we've picked the 6th of December this year for 14 nights. We're going to start off by flying you from London Heathrow out to Los Angeles. When we get you to Los Angeles, we've taken care of your overseas transfers. We're going to give you a 3-night stay at the Millennium Biltmore on a room-only basis, which allows you plenty of time to go and explore what LA has to offer. Maybe go and see Universal Studios, the Walk of Fame, the Hollywood sign, the many museums all around the city, and there's plenty of places to go and eat out of an evening. After that 3-night stay, we'll then transfer you down to the Ruby Princess, and then we've got your 7-night Mexican Riviera cruise. We'll cruise out of Los Angeles, and our first port of call will be Puerto Vallarta. Now here you must go and try the seafood, the scuba diving and kite surfing if you're feeling adventurous. Then we're going to cruise you onto our next port of call. We're on to Mazatlan with its many beaches, its markets. You can take an excursion here to Stone Island and go and explore that for the day if you want to do that. Then we'll be cruising you on to Cabo San Lucas. You can go and take in a concert whilst we're here. We've got the many beaches and the famous rock formations as well. Then we're going to be cruising you on to Los Angeles. Sadly, that's where we're going to get you off the Ruby Princess, but we're going to be taking you to the airport, and then we are going to be flying you to Las Vegas. When we get you to Las Vegas, that's where we're going to include a 3-night stay at the Luxor on a room-only basis, which is right in the heart of Las Vegas. So you go and explore the Strip. There's the nightlife and the many shopping opportunities for you. You get a 3-night stay in the Luxor on a room-only basis, and then after that, we'll then transfer you back to the airport, and then we'll be flying you back to the UK. Now this is a Vision Choice holiday, which means we've put this together ourselves. You simply cannot buy this anywhere else, from just £1,499 per person. It includes all your flights and your overseas transfers. You'll get 3-night stay at the Millennium Biltmore in Los Angeles on a room-only basis. We're then going to get a 7-night cruise on board the Ruby Princess, going all around the Mexican Riviera, and then you'll get a flight from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, where you'll get a 3-night stay at the Luxor on a room-only basis. All that is packaged up for you in a great Vision Cruise price from just £1,499 per person. We'll also enrol you into Vision Plus, which is our own loyalty scheme, and if you ask for a case of wine when booking this particular cruise holiday, we'll send you a case of wine here with our compliments at Vision Cruise. Let's have a reminder of the details of this cruise adventure that we've got for you. It's the LA, Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas. Now this particular date we've picked for you is the 6th of December this year, but we can do many other dates. Prices will vary depending on departure date, but give us a call and we'll quote you separately on that. As always, we can do regional airport departures as well. If London Heathrow doesn't fit well for you, give us a call and we'll quote you on the different airports too. But we're going to fly you from the UK out to Los Angeles. That's where you get a 3-night stay at the Millennium Biltmore on a room-only basis. You'll then get 7 nights on the Ruby Princess, visiting Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Cabo San Lucas, and then cruise you back to Los Angeles, and then we'll fly you to Las Vegas, where you'll get a 3-night stay at the Luxor on a room-only basis. Then we'll be flying you back to the UK. All your flights, all your overseas transfers, all taken care of. And remember to ask for that case of wine, so we will send you a case of wine as well. If you don't ask, you don't get. So make sure that you do ask as well. 0800 655 6449. Now, somebody I know has got another quick pick for you, and probably is going to be taking you to Hamburg.
Well, you guessed correctly. This is Hamburg cruise number 2. This time we're going with Cunard, and we're not cruising, we are voyaging on board the Queen Victoria. This is an absolutely beautiful ship. It's 5-star elegance, I would say. You sort of get on board, it's like cruising of a bygone age, or should I say voyaging of a bygone age. Like we say, this is a Hamburg getaway. This is going on the 3rd of January next year for 4 nights away. You're cruising in and out of Southampton, so you can take as much luggage as you like, and then we are going to Hamburg. Now, once you get to Hamburg, then you can have the day in Hamburg, maybe go to Miniature Wonderland there. That's it's sort of I think it's the world's largest model village, and
really
and
impressive.
It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Then after your day in Hamburg, you're going to get back on board your ship and you're going to be cruising back to Southampton. Now, we've got 3 options for you on this. The price that you can see there on screen, £285, that is for an inside stateroom. But as well as that, if you want an outside stateroom, we can do that for you for £299 per person. And if you want a balcony, we can do that from £349 per person, which I think is a really, really good price.
If it was me, I'd go for the balcony.
I know what I would do. But the decision is yours. If you do want any of those prices inside, starting at £285 per person on the 3rd of January next year for 4 nights, just give us a call. It's 0800 655 6449.
What a great getaway in the new year as well. Something to look forward to over Christmas. So we're going to move on to our next featured cruise now, and we're heading away with Royal Caribbean International. We're going to take you around the Mediterranean on the Independence of the Seas. Now, we sent John to have a look around at some of the facilities on board.
So this is the Royal Promenade. You've got everything here from a Ben & Jerry's, and you nearly stay in that stateroom up there. You get free Ben & Jerry's ice cream all time long. And then we've got the cafe, we've got shops and entertainment. There's even a pie shop. So I'll pop in here, so if you get here and there's none, you know where's all the pies. So here we are, just arrived on board, and where are we? Well, it's the Law of the Sea, isn't it? Bit of rabbit food. Not too much. Oh, this looks lovely. There's so much choice, isn't there? So much choice. Oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, some tomato. Oh, onion. I love a bit of onion. Look at the hams and the cheeses. Lots of meat up. If you really want to treat yourself while you're on holiday, why don't you pop into Chops Grill? The steak and seafood here are absolutely incredible, and you'll just love it. There's tables for families or couples. It's whatever you want, but I know one thing you will want. You want a really juicy steak, and you'll get one. When it comes to accommodation, there's lots to choose from. Now this is the Royal Suite, and I can't promise you that all rooms are going to be like this, with things like their own bar, their own, well, lounge area that's bigger than my lounge at home, bedroom through there with ensuite, of course, and a grand piano. Yeah, I just can't believe it. This is just fantastic.
John, do you know the piano's on my foot?
You hum it, I'll play it. Well, if you're staying in the Royal Suite and you're wondering, is there going to be enough space to hang all my clothes? Well, this is the walk-in wardrobe. I mean to say, there's enough for all my stuff here, and a couple of guests as well. When you've had a hard day at the water park and you're a bit hot and bothered, what's the best thing you can actually do? Well, how about coming to one of these, Sprinkles? The thing is, it's ice cream and you help yourself and it's free. Now that's dangerous. I'll be back in a while for more. Well, you've caught me. I'm in the solarium area, just relaxing and taking in and checking the compass to find out what's to do on the ship. And there's so much to do. Do you know what? There's so much to do. I think I'll just be busy doing nothing. But that's what cruise holidays are about. Your way, especially on the Independence of the Seas. Well, everybody's got the 15 minutes worth in them, haven't they? And this is your chance as well. It's the on-air studio. It's a karaoke lounge and it gets seen around the ship. My chance. Do you know, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the room when someone at Royal Caribbean International's HQ suggested they put an ice rink on a ship. Well, obviously that wouldn't work. Well, maybe it would. Now, the thing is, you can learn to skate here, or you can just sit back and watch the shows on ice. It's spectacular. So here we are on the Independence of the Seas. It is one of the biggest, funnest ships to sail out of the UK. Well, it's full. It has just over 3,500 people on board. But you know what? You wouldn't know that by the space around the decks. Do you know there's 22 different bars and places to mingle of an evening? It's like a floating holiday resort. Yes, there are hot tubs, there's swimming pools, there's the movies which you can see, there's jogging tracks, there's mini golf, there's the flow rider, there's the theatre. Need I say more? There is so much going on, and the food is incredible as well, from the Windjammer to the main restaurant, which is like a fine dining experience in itself. Do you know, when you think what's involved in a Royal Caribbean International holiday, and you look at the independence of the seas, it's a holiday you should really think about taking. I love it, and I think you will do too.
Do you know what? I think you will, with all of those facilities available for you to use on board the Independence of the Seas. Now, for this particular cruise, we're going to be taking you around to the Mediterranean, showing you all of the highlights. And we're departing on the 16th of June next year for 14 nights, cruising out to Southampton, and our first port of call will be Gibraltar. Now, you'll see the Rock of Gibraltar itself as you cruise into Gibraltar. Do head up to the top of the rock for stunning views looking out to the Mediterranean and the Atlantic as well. Duty-free shopping here, of course, awaits. Then we're off to Cartagena. It's our next port of call, has many fascinating museums. Do go and visit the handicraft shops as well, and the wine cellars are very impressive too. Ooh. Then we're on to Palma Mallorca, is our next port of call here. You've got the 13th century Gothic cathedral there. You've got the castle, the many shopping opportunities for you, and do take a trip around, have a look at the markets and sales. They're quite good.
Get some boccheronis there.
Oh, yeah.
They're delicious.
Then we're on to Barcelona, is our next port of call here. Do take a trip down La Rambla and go and see all the bustling sites down there and some of the entertainment. Then it's on to Villefranche. Here you could go to Nice for the day, maybe Monaco or Cannes if you wanted to, or you can stay locally and just watch all the harbourside bars. Then we're on to Ajaccio in Corsica, is our next port of call here, known for its delicious Corsican cuisine here, influenced by French and Italian flavours. Then it's on to Malaga, is our next port of call here. You could go to Puerto Banús here if you wanted to, go and see the magnificent cathedral, or go and taste some tapas when we're here.
Yummy.
Oh yes. Then our final port of call is Cadiz. Here you could choose to go to Seville if you wanted to go and see the cathedral maybe, if you want to do that. Then we're going to be cruising you back to Southampton. We've got fares available from just £1,199 per person. We're going to include free port parking at the port of Southampton, your free social Wi-Fi to keep in touch with people back home, and we're also going to include $25 onboard credit per stateroom, which is exclusive to Vision Cruise. Ask for a case of wine with this one, and we'll send you a case of wine as well. Let's have a reminder of the details of this cruise with Royal Caribbean on the Independence of the Seas. We're going to be taking you away here around the Mediterranean highlights on the 16th of June for 14 nights. Cruising out to Southampton, Gibraltar is our first port of call. Then we're off to Cartagena, Palma Mallorca, Barcelona, Villefranche for Nice. Then we're on to Ajaccio in Corsica. Malaga is our next port of call. Then Cadiz will be our final destination, and then we'll cruise you back to Southampton. 14 nights from just £1,199 per person. We're going to include free parking at the port of Southampton for the duration of your holiday, and 14 nights, that does add up, doesn't it?
It does.
Then we're going to include as well the Voom social Wi-Fi internet package, so you can keep in touch with people back home, and we're going to include exclusively from Vision Cruise $25 per stateroom onboard credit, which you can use to spend on shopping, spa treatments, excursions,
Cha-ching.
anything you want, maybe some drinks maybe on board. $25 per stateroom onboard credit, and we'll include that for you here at Vision Cruise. 0800 655 6449. Now, he's taken us to Hamburg twice already, but I think he's going to take us there on yet another cruise too.
That's right, this is your third and last opportunity to go to Hamburg with me today. So we are on board MSC Magnifica, and we are going to be going round Northern Europe in August of next year. To be specific, the 23rd of August next year for 11 nights away. We're going to be cruising you again in and out of Southampton, so you can take as much luggage as you like. And also, remember, there is a couple of places you're going to want to bring lots of lovely souvenirs back from as well, so you don't have to worry about getting on a plane to fly home. So we're cruising you out from Southampton, then we're going to cruise on to Le Havre in France. There you can go to Paris for the day maybe, or just pop along to Honfleur. Then on to La Coruña, then Bilbao, then La Verdon-sur-Mer. Then we're going to have an overnight import in Amsterdam. Plenty to do there. Then it's our next chance to visit Hamburg for the day. Yay! Then we're cruising back into Southampton. The price on this, just £1,059 for an adult in a Fantastica balcony. Kids on this one go from £99 per person as well. And also, you've got free port parking in there too. If this is the cruise for you, all you want to do is give us a call. It's 0800 655 6449.
It's as simple as that, and I think I'm going to make Dom our Vision Cruise Hamburg expert. So if you've got any Hamburg cruisers, Dom's the man you need to come to. So let's move on to our final feature cruise now, and we're going premium all-inclusive with Norwegian Cruise Line on the Norwegian Spirit, heading around the Canary Islands. But what does premium all-inclusive mean? Well, on board, your drinks are all included in the price of your holiday. You don't need to worry about paying for tips or gratuities. They're all included in the price of your holiday. There are 14 different dining options on board the Norwegian Spirit. Now, some of them, they do have a cover charge, you know, if you want to go to the teppanyaki maybe, but a number of them, they're complimentary, included in the price. Of an evening, there are 12 bars and lounges for you to go and explore. There's the spa and fitness centre available at your fingertips. There is 4 hot tubs on board. There's the main pool, and look at some of the different dining options here. Remember, with Norwegian Cruise Line, you can eat when and where you want at whatever time of day you want. So there's no turning up at the main restaurant at 6:30 every evening and sitting with the same people. You can come at a time that suits you, which is great if you've been exploring a port of call, or maybe you've been having a lazy day, you want to have an early or a later evening meal. It's around to be flexible, just adjust how you want it. So we're going away here on the 3rd of December this year for 10 nights. We're going to fly you from London Gatwick out to Barcelona. Now, when you get to Barcelona, that's where we're going to take care of your overseas transfers. We're going to whisk you down to the ship, get you on board. That's where you'll unpack, and it's premium all-inclusive on board. We'll cruise out to Casablanca is our next port of call, and you've got all the impressive architecture here with the old and the new. Do go and start at the Central Market as well and pick up some souvenirs. Then it's on to Tenerife is our next port of call, the largest of the Canary Islands. Santa Cruz, it's the main destination itself, and there's the beaches and the shopping that you can do there. Then we're on to Gran Canaria is our next port of call here. If you fancy just staying on board or maybe going exploring the beaches, you can do this here. Take a scenic drive through the valley as well. Then it's on to Madeira is our next port of call. Take the cable car up the hill itself and take the toboggan ride down, which is great fun to do that. Madeira wine and Madeira cake you can get here. Then we are going to cruise you into Malaga is our next port of call, and then our final port of call will be Alicante, where we're then going to be flying you back to the UK. All this for just £1,219 per person. Let's have a look at the details, and I'll just run through that all again for you. So we're going with Norwegian Cruise Line on board the Norwegian Spirit around the Canary Islands on the 3rd of December this year for 10 nights. Flying you from the UK, we're going to fly you from London Gatwick out to Barcelona. We're then going to join the ship and we're going to visit Casablanca, Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Madeira, Malaga, and then Alicante, and then we'll fly you back to the UK. £1,219 per person, which is premium all-inclusive, all your drinks, all your tips, all included, entertainment, and the majority of your food as well. Ask for a case of wine and we'll send you a case of wine. 0800 655 6449. We'll enrol you into Vision Plus as well. And if you've been with Norwegian Cruise Line and you're a member of the Latitudes programme, you'll still pick up Latitude points as well as Vision Plus points as well. I can't believe we're nearly finished with the show already, but let's have a recap of the main deals that we did for you and just have a quick run through them again. This is the first one we had is with Celebrity Cruises on Celebrity Silhouette. We're going to Scandinavia and Russia on the 26th of May for 14 nights. Cruising out to Southampton to Copenhagen, where we'll overnight in port. Tallinn, St. Petersburg, where we'll overnight in port. Helsinki, Stockholm, Warnemünde for Berlin, and then back to Southampton. £1,329 per person. Ask for the case of wine on this cruise and we'll send you a case of wine, but you must ask at the time of booking. 0800 655 6449. Then our next cruise was with P&O Cruises on board Ventura, taking you around the Canary Islands on the 9th of December this year for 12 nights. £799 per person, which works out under £67 per person per night. Cruising out to Southampton, off to Lisbon, Cadiz, Valencia, Ibiza, Cartagena, Gibraltar, and then back to Southampton. £799 per person. If you want more information on this one, all you have to do is visit the website at visioncruise.co.uk, where you'll find full details of there. You'll also find the ocean view and balcony prices if you want those. Then our next main offer was with Princess Cruises on the Ruby Princess, LA, Mexican Riviera and Las Vegas, one of our best-selling holidays. This price here is based on the 6th of December for 14 nights. We can do many other dates. Flying you from the UK out to Los Angeles, you get a 3-night stay on a room-only basis. Transfer you to Ruby Princess, you get a 7-night Mexican Riviera cruise where you visit some great destinations. Then we're going to fly you to Vegas, where you get a 3-night stay on a room-only basis, all for £1,499 per person.
Ask for the case of wine, we'll send you the case of wine.
Yeah, I nearly forgot that then. Make sure you ask. Then we're on to our next cruise with Royal Caribbean International on the Independence of the Seas, the 16th of June for 14 nights, cruising out to Southampton, off to Gibraltar, Cartagena, Palma Mallorca, Barcelona, Villefranche, Ajaccio in Corsica, Malaga, Cadiz, back to Southampton. 1199. Ask for a case of wine, we'll send you a case of wine. We'll also give you free Voom social Wi-Fi, free parking at the port Port to Southampton, and $25 onboard credit per stateroom.
Cha-ching.
If you want to get on board, it's 0800 655 6449. Then our final cruise we just had then was on board the Norwegian Spirit, Canary Islands, 3rd of December this year, 10 nights, flying from London Gatwick. We're going to visit Barcelona, Casablanca, Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Madeira, Malaga, Alicante, fly back to the UK, 1219, ask for a case of wine, we'll give you a case of wine, and it's premium all-inclusive. So all your drinks, all your tips, they're all taken care of as well.
Wow.
If you want to remind of any of those, because we had to go through them quite quick, give us a call and our staff will go through them. But not forgetting our golden envelope as well, which was a great deal. It was the Marvellous Mediterranean on the Costa Diadema on the 11th of December for 7 nights. Flying from London Gatwick, we're going to take you to Barcelona, Palma, Mallorca, Palermo, Civitavecchia, Savona, Marseille, Barcelona, fly back to the UK, £399 per person. $399 per person. Great value for money. Ask for the golden envelope badge. We'll send you the golden envelope badge as well. What a great golden envelope that was.
Amazing.
Do you know, I can't believe the hour's gone already. We've had some great deals. If you want to take advantage of any of those, give us a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. Dom and I will be back on Sunday with another Best Value Cruise Hour. So keep it here at Vision Cruise as we bring you the best cruise deals on TV. Bye for now.
See you on Sunday.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.